I did a little bit of testing with the water in this. Just like as I noticed playing with friends, there's kind of a weird issue where sometimes it would eat your jumps, or maybe you click to jump but you can't because your ball's not in just the right position. Let's see. I was just doing testing here, right? Yes. Spawn 3. So, one slight concern with making course based around these water pathways is they are fairly lag heavy. Not like, not ridiculously so, but if I have an entire course filled with them, it's gonna be some lag. Yes. So, played around with the different heights that you can do of the waterways. See, like, what's sort of the optimal for jumping. Which ones can you actually make it over the wall of this for? Which I believe this one right here was sort of the nice medium. Get it too short, you can't get enough height. Get it too high, you can't make it over the walls. Right here. 0.5, 1, 2. Gonna be making our level based on. Do the water. Alright. Hear it in there. What kind of music do we want? Level letter wouldn't be too bad. Something upbeat. Kind of feeling Worms, actually. We have Worms as shot for the music. Right. So, waterways are available in the space theme and in the volcano theme, I believe. Point 5, 1, 2, I believe. Yes. So if we duplicate these, they'll line up just perfect like that. I'm happy about. We'll be doing yeah, so more in accordance with the sort of level Joe likes, where it's one concept, increasing complexity. But we need to decide upon a theme. Ooh, as we could definitely add in some gravity stuff too. While we're at it, that wouldn't be bad. Oh, you still can't like adjust the size this way. Unfortunate. So force them to make a long jump. Nice and centered. Yeah, as I've mentioned before, like adjusting uh, their length in the X direction increases like the amount of propulsion on your ball. That's why we shrink them down a little bit. Like, it's tempting to shrink them down like even more, so you move very slowly along the path, but kind of adds a lot of entities quickly. A lot of small segments you have to put together. Let's see how far you can make it. Jumping across there. Out of curiosity. Alright, so 0.5 or 2.5. Ah. This is a fun little challenge. Gotta time it just right. Alright. So, just the width of this. Right about there should be enough to get you across. Ah. Oh. There we go. Give them some easy, slow jumps to start out with. Yeah, that could be fun. Alright. I suppose we could have them just, like, start in the waterway. I feel like it's probably a better idea to give them a platform initially. To hit their ball off of. Just so it doesn't come at them too quick. Is there a regular 2x2 platform? No. You can use this to start out on. Actually, not a bad starting platform. It's not centered. Oh. That would be why. No? Wrong way. It would help if these were on full numbers. This again. There we go. Oh, that doesn't have to be a 0.5. I am interested to see how these waterways operate as slopes. Sort of angle them upwards or downwards and still get decent like jump height off of them. Let's see, can I grab the ball from here? Oh, there we go. Pull it higher. And we'll put a hole at the very end. I think this is like a forgiving way to like indicate you have to make jumps. Why is this not centered? Oh wait, they're not positioned the same. Dang it. Alright. There we go. Something like that. And it should roll them straight in. Going the yellow flag for this. What? Oh. Did it bounce me off the edge? Oh, that's unfortunate. Thought if I flatten this out, the edge wouldn't matter. Oh well. Just need a different starting platform then. That'll do. This up at 8. Suppose we should figure out some aesthetics to work around. Ooh, the edge. Now, should I add a back to that? Or should I be mean? I guess so they have to roll right in. No. I mean, I would have to move that platform back a little bit, I suppose. Apparently you have a little bit too much momentum going off of this. 5. So you kind of want to hit it like directly straight forward. Ah. Okay. Use a different platform then. Well, it's not quite there. Actually, you know, I think about it, that's a reasonable challenge. You know, give them an opportunity to get a hole-in-one here. Just look like roll straight in. Oh, nope, wrong one. 1.5. There you go. So if they hit their ball straight enough, they can go straight into the hole. Otherwise, they miss by a smidge. Of course, the amount you hit your ball at is still a factor in all this. Yeah. You have to hit it hard enough to make it over the jump. Not fast enough that you overshoot the goal. That is shot. Oh, now we're having trouble making across there. I'll try one bar. Nice and straight. Go, and in. Okay. So it's hole-in-oneable. But there's a challenge to it. Still a pretty basic hole. I think anyone could get this. Let's see. Can I still make the jump with less power? Yes. Alright. So adding that extra segment helped that out. It's a reasonable first hole. I think that's quite fun. Now we just need... I forgot some aesthetic element. Probably do something more along the lines of Space Station. The waterways have more of a space station-y kind of feel to them. Some interesting tech tiles we can work with. Yeah. Like the actual holes themselves will must be entirely made out of the waterways. We just need something that matches with the waterways. Which I think those poles look pretty good alongside of them. Maybe some vents. There was another kind of pole here. Yeah, these things. Those would look nice. Maybe this. Which, this tangible? Yes. Alright. I think that could look neat. Just like sort of build it around the hole. That. A little on the bright side. There was like a... Oh, yes, I forgot. We also have lights. I haven't... We got to utilize these as much as I would have liked. These look pretty cool. I don't think they actually let off a light source. Nice visual to them. Something along those lines. Could make the entire thing out of these light sources. That could be neat. And visually, I like to have a little of a sense of progression on things. So, how shall we go about that? Have sort of a starting visual, like at the entryway to a new base. Probably add in some kind of water if we wanted to. Would be a decent way of doing just an out of bounds. Make them fall into actual water. Stagnant water. Less need of visible walls this way. These aren't actually centered, are they? Go. Cool enough visual. Work with that. Make the area a little bit dark. Fortunately. Kind of like having a skylight. Alternatively, I could use... There's a light source in the museum theme. That's pretty cool. One of these. I don't think it actually adjusts the light source when you change the size of the box. Maybe it does a little bit. Used a little bit of this in my Mad Lab. Kind of a cool look. Much brighter. Gives it kind of a beach kind of feel. This is 50 by 50. Yes. I dig it. So we'll probably want to flatten this out. Doesn't have those beams coming down. Oh, maybe. Beams are kind of cool. Like, use them a bit, maybe. 0.5. Yes. Give some liveliness to the whole thing. Let me adjust these tubes. And match up. And center this one. The actual golf hole. And the lights. No. 5 should do. Cool look. I'll shorten this a little bit. Yeah. Don't like seeing the grass personally. See too much grass in most levels. Just have a departure from that. Alright. So just this. Then maybe we can have like vents. On either side. Let's see. Possibly like an opening on one end. Or like leads you out into the rest of the level. I like that lighting though. Make the whole... Yeah, now there's an aesthetic we could do. Just make it all into a beach. I'm down for that. Like sort of a tech beach sort of deal. So let's see. 80. There we go. That should match up pretty well. Yes. Scooch the light down a little bit. And vent off side. All right. It's a little on the bright side. Probably put something on the bottom half of this. Oh. Kind of don't want to block off the edges here. Sort of like meld it into the waterways a little bit better. Like a metallic wall. See how these look. Which one's the flat one? There's the flat one. See, now I look at it. Probably be best on the side like this. Five. Point 5. Line up at the bottom. Needs to be enlarged a little bit. Not that way. Just minor adjustments. It's working right. Then 5, no, 5 there. Something like that would make a bottom wall to this. I think if I rotate this, it'll line up just right. Yes, 180 there. And 270 there. That works well enough. $16. 0.5's there. Looks good. Give that a quick play. Do run into that a little bit. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. 0.5? No. 1.5. .01. Okay, yeah. Right there. Just enough so you don't like bump off of that. That's a good look. So pretty much a guaranteed hole-in-one as long as you don't overshoot it. Or, you know, go off at an angle. Let's see if we can adjust this. It's better. 90. To 70. And 90. There we go. Taller. Oh. Well, I'm figuring out which one of these needs to be flashed. Well, that works. Vent entryway. Then we'll use some of the desert rocks, I think. Mix that in. Get all a nice sandy texture. Sort of mixed tech. Sand. Have the next hole be out here. Add in a few plants, I think that'll look nice. For ourselves a little bit of a palette here with no, not those. Focus more on the aesthetics afterwards, but I want to have sort of a nice starting point to go off of. Alright. So, what shall our next hole be? We have basic, make one jump. And you're done kind of deal. Have all these a little bit higher up. So we can try the angled ones. That up. Alright, let's try 45 degrees. $3.15. And local. Curious how this works. All here. Okay. Nice little slide. I don't think I can overlap them. Still work. If I can get it to stop at more of a whole value and that's pretty close. No, not quite. So here I would like to introduce the idea of hopping from one platform to the next. Ellie can't jump as well from going upwards. It's surprising. Let's try a downward slope. There we go. Now, can you make that jump? Well, I recall correctly, you can do like a 2-block jump just about. I'm not sure about a 3-block. The way you bob up and down in the water make it difficult to actually time your jumps. Make a platform you fall into down here if you miss your first shot. Get a little bit higher. We'll have another jump you have to make. And the top path will take you and thing a little bit of verticality to it. Let's see, but what shall we do if they fail the jumps? Use the turning part. Which... always forget what direction they actually make the turn. And 5 that. Give them a second chance if they miss the first shot. I think the second shot. They'll just fail if they don't make that. Point 5. How shall we do this? That is one interesting component. Now I think about it. We could have this just sort of drop them onto this second segment. But simply due to the fact that they'll be coming off of one of these moving water segments, they'll become unaligned with the center and lose the ability to hole in one. So it's possible to hole in one, but you have to remain centered, which means you have to make it in one shot. So I could just use portal, I suppose. Rather than, you know, using water tubes. I feel like I want to use water tubes, though. I need to double check these actually face the direction, or they actually turn you the direction I think they're changing. Facing you. And that. Okay, no. So we have to flip this. Let's see. What was the way I did that again? Negative. In place again, I think. Yes, that worked. Alright. Only one corner piece, and there's no indication on this which direction it faces, I don't think. Oh, wait. Maybe there is. not too noticeable, but seems the flat side, sort of the direction it goes out in. Alright, we'll make a mental note of that one. These up top. Rotate it. Let's see. Rotate again. Very good. Now get this facing the opposite way. Curious. I think it would rotate like that. Okay. No? Whatever. Come on. This. That. And that way. Alright. That works. Five. That looks good. Now we just need to go upwards. This doesn't actually line up quite right, does it? We need to shift all this to the right a little bit. That'll work. Which I suppose we're moving it over anyway. Move it over even further. Give the second jump a chance to land down there. Was just gonna have it fall off and reset them, but you know, this works too. Supposed to be easier holes. And this actually has to be right about there. Rotate it. It's 90. So for that. Okay, yeah, that works. 70. Weird way it was rotating earlier. Wasn't sure if this would actually work. There we go. Not a fan of the clipping texture there, but whatever. Alright. As long as they don't make a jump there, it should work out. Get on up. Nice, okay. Hole in one definitely possible. It's this. Right. And drops you in here. Oh wow. Still get a hole in one off that. Interesting. Wasn't the expected effect. You'd end up being centered again. That time it just threw me out. Interesting. I think I'll go ahead and lower this by a space or two. That's right there, should do. Does that work? I don't think so. Couldn't shoot me over the wall now. Oh, pull me over that wall. Shorten this, I suppose. 0.25. Out of bounds. I suppose I should account for that. A little larger platform to land on, something like that. Is there even a regular 4x4 platform anymore? Huh. There we are. Go ahead and shrink that. Or no. 0.25. Just going to into position. That'll work. Trying to get rid of that clipping a little bit. But, well. Yeah. Oh, okay. So apparently you can make that without jumping. Get rid of that. You just straight up fall down. Ooh, out of bounds. Okay. I mean, I guess that is what we set out to do initially. Have you go out of bounds. Just scooch this all over another space, I think. Make the first few holes on the more forgiving side. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped there. Again. It's a fun little slide. Okay. I think that's a reasonable concept. .5 and 90. There. And we can add on little walls. Nine. Oh. Might add in some poles, like to act as like visual supports to this. I kind of like it without it. Just a floating structure like this. Might look good in a few places though. Work. It's 1.02. Ball doesn't bump off of it. Oh, wrong way. Point 5. Probably end up adding supports, at least to like a place where there's clipping going on. Cover that up. We have a good way of getting rid of it otherwise. These aren't actually... Oh. That would be why. Oh, they're even. And up. Right. Oh no, it's this one. Go. Size to 1.2. Didn't cause any issues. Yeah. That works out nicely. Oh! Hold up. And over the edge. Next time. Would adding that on fix it? You gain a fair amount of speed around those corners. I think these have a little, yeah. Alright, these are high enough, they should like keep you from rolling out. Let's try the hole-in-one. Nice. Cool. Just like add water underneath it. Might add something under the water. Cover up this brass texture a little bit. Sand. No, maybe some darker. Any other good, like, dirt textures? I don't know. Worms, maybe. Got that rock texture, could work. Alternatively, I could just make the water taller. Five. Obscure the ground a little bit better. Yeah, that works. A little bit more oceany. Have it that high. Barely make out the grass. What would I want to use for those corners, though? Maybe just like the holes here. Possibly something like that. Cover up all that gross clipping. Possible. Hinge. I kind of like that, actually. That way we retain the sort of floating look we got going on. I guess. Yes. That's a respectable look. Yeah. Still don't have these edges lining up quite right, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. As long as we don't have to deal with that clipping edge crap. $90. There should do. Cover up. Edge a little bit more. That was to where the gray showing through. White. Good. Come on. There we go. Cover up any clipping. Let's scooch over right a little bit more. Balls don't run into it. Good. And through. White showing perfectly. Alright. There's like a darker alternative. You can swap it out. Blend in better with the waterways. But I think that works pretty well. You can always add more decoration later. I feel it really needs it. This gives us a nice introduction to our concept. for our other options real quick. Well, I could do one of these doors. Instead of that vent. That'll look kind of cool. Of course, I can't scale it normally. How about there? Higher. 0.5. Oh. Decent. More of a sense of storage than starting at a vent. Let's see. One, 8. Nice and centered. It's more to the left. There. Looks pretty cool. Maybe have like a... Yeah, this is giving me ideas. Maybe like add in the spacecraft. Something. Be like a crash landing. It's like exiting there. That'd be kind of cool. Possible theme option, it would cut off quite a bit of our map, potentially. Do that. Not a bad concept, though. It's a good backdrop. Easy way to add a bit of visual complexity to things. And the rest into a nice beach area. Have various objects like this about. That's a unique aesthetic I don't think I've seen much of. I'm down with it. But yeah. Save that away. Gonna do one more hole. And so we have a basic hop here. Make. And steadily introduce new, like, styles of play throughout. We'll continue along over here. So this time I think we'll do more of hopping over the walls. So we've got the basic, you know, hopping premise down. Has to pick up a little bit of speed. And we'll add a corner. This will launch them to the right. They don't jump fast enough. .5 there. Corner there. 70. .5. Aligned. 5 there. So I might need to add like another way here, because you'll probably get launched off to the right. Make that jump. Shot. Ooh. Oh wait, it's actually sending us backwards. Did I grab the right one? Apparently not. Negative. And rotate it. There. Again. Oh, didn't quite make it over the wall. But in testing, I able to make it over the walls fairly easily. Yeah. Might need to reduce the size, the height. Oh, there we go. Need to retire. It'll send us back out on its own. Giving us a pretty low initial jump. Let's try this all one high. Yeah, so clearly you can make it over the wall, but it's like takes a couple jumps to build up the necessary height. There we go. Seems like your first jump isn't necessarily the same as your second or third. Be happy with this though. Pretty consistent. Indeed. And we'll make the hole. Just that. There we go. Fine. And then add in these little things. .5. Adjust the height of this one to be at 0.1. If we're lucky, this will line up. There we go. 1.2. And the goal. Oh. Again. Off the edge a little bit. Interesting. I need to adjust the height of this a little bit. That. And there she do. And go. That's good. Okay. So this is technically hole-in-oneable, but it's probably gonna do your direction a lot. Should I add a third to it? No. Might just add a third hop to that. It's a little bit short. Six, 5, 4. Okay. All segmented pretty nice. That's a good enough indication of things. See that it's walled off. Oh. It does send you right and left quite quickly. But you definitely, if you want to hole-in-one this, you gotta jump early for the corner segments. Simple but challenging. Quite pleased with this. Oh. Okay. Curious if I could get this kind of lighting across the entire map, but it looks like that's about as far as ceiling lights reach. Could do like an underlight. That's how that would look. Have like this underneath the water. It's a fun visual. Still see the stretched out lights. Not so much with 0.01. That way we can have some fun lighting outside without having like put a ceiling on it. Now I think about it, we should adjust the sky too. What kind of skybox do we want? Something beach appropriate. It's a little brush texture-y. Not bad though. Oh, come on. The worms and forest. If it's 10's pretty good. Where's like forest is okay. A little bit dark. I thought there was a brighter blue. A Pirate Cove. I could do Pirate Cove. Huh. I prefer the escape is daytime though. Add some clouds in. A little dark. And we'll do Pirate Cove, then might like make custom clouds to put into this. Yes. Aesthetic is coming together. Pretty sure it doesn't matter how tall this is, right? Like, adjust the center of this. When you adjust the sides, but it doesn't, like, increase the actual lit area. I believe. Yeah. So we'll just want one of these that we can, like, tile across the ground. Sure, this is tileable. Yes. Nice series of those. Hidden by the water. It's a cool underlight. Alright. I like where this is going. Oh, also palm trees. Not forget to add those in. I think there's another variation of palm tree in here somewhere. I thought there was one that, like, came out of a pot. Maybe not. That's pretty good for plants, though. Some bushes. Fill things in. Alright, I am happy with that. I think we'll call it there. Work some... Oh. If there's enough interest in this sort of thing, I'll do more streams of it, but I'll probably finish most of it off camera. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let's see. Probably we'll do something new next time. Maybe another stream of this, but got plenty of other games on Steam I could try out. Just looking at was it Airship Conquers the Sky? Airships Conquer the Skies. That one's potentially good. Might get back into what's it called? From the Depths. A small hankering for that. Changed a fair bit since I've played it. So I'd have to do a bit of relearning. Oh yeah. See you next time and have a good night. Goodbye.